What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and we just got a new TV spot dropped for Rise of Skywalker. Now, I don't usually review each and every little TV spot that comes out because it's like a new one every day. Most of it's just reused material, not a whole lot of new things. But something caught my eye here in the first little bit that really reminded me of how much I love the expanded universe. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that because, it makes me want to read those again just because I saw this and thought about how differently Leia was handled in the expanded universe, now referred to as Legends. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's 30 seconds long. I'll pause it just a few times to see the one important thing and then just play it the rest of the way just so you guys can see it if you want. I won't be reacting to most of it other than this one spot. There will be a couple spoilers that I might talk about based on the leaks for Rise of Skywalker, so we will have to see if that's true or not. I don't know. We just think it's leaks, but this does seem to point to it being the truth. But I will go ahead and pull that up right now. Okay. Let's go.
We've passed on all we know.
Knights of Ren.
1,000 generations.
This is the part I was talking about. Now, Leia is holding a lightsaber. Now, whether this is her lightsaber, whether this is Rey's lightsaber that she's holding for some reason. Now, according to the leaks, Rey has managed to reforge, Anakin and then Luke's old lightsaber, even though it was shattered into a million pieces. Is this that lightsaber? I don't know. Is this Leia's lightsaber? I don't know. But it did remind me of how Leia was actually trained and became a full-fledged Jedi in the expanded universe, even though it took a little while. So we'll talk about that later.
Live in you now. But this is your fight. On December 20th.
We've seen all this stuff before. Not really anything new.
The saga will end.
Now, I don't know if I've seen this part. X-Wings, it looks like a Corellian Corvette or something. Flying through this. I don't know where this is. This red background doesn't seem familiar from anything I've seen before.
Let the final battle begin.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
All right. So there it is. So the one real thing, right?
1,000
Right. Right there. That's really what caught my eye and reminded me about the Princess Leia that we had in the expanded universe versus the one we've got in this sequel trilogy. Now, again, this TV spot, whatever, just like every other TV spot they release, not a whole new information. Other than this, I hadn't seen this before, so maybe I just missed it. Maybe I, am dumb and missed the fact that she was holding the lightsaber. I never saw it before. But it brought me back to how she was treated in the expanded universe. And, some things were similar. She was very caught up, after Return of the Jedi, after she found out she was the daughter of Darth Vader, brother of Luke Skywalker, that ran in her blood and that she would be able to use the Force. I know they may change this whole what Yoda said thing to maybe not mean Leia, even though we all know that he means Leia when he said there is another. We all know that, regardless of whether they try to retcon it or not. But once she finds that out, she does want to train as a Jedi, but she is so caught up. She's so heavily involved in the New Republic government, in the transition, making sure everything goes well, going from planet to planet on diplomatic missions, that she keeps putting off her Jedi training. Now, Luke trains her a little bit, trains her the basics, but she can never really step fully away from what she's doing to become a full-fledged learner and do everything that she needs to do. It's kind of just a part-time Jedi thing for her, and it's frustrating for Luke and it's frustrating for her. But she has responsibilities to the government, responsibilities to Han and her children, and the Jedi stuff just kind of gets put to the side. But once they're finally in a good enough spot that she can step away and wants to devote her life, she does at kind of an older age. So you have this interesting thing where she is older and respected still because she is Luke Skywalker's brother, Grand Master of the Jedi Order, so she's respected, yet she's submitting herself to be a young learner, someone, that should be much younger, but she's able to have the grace and the, the wherewithal to do that. And it's very awesome to see once you get into that in the EU, even though that was such a struggle for her personally to devote to. Once she does, she goes all in and becomes a really powerful, Jedi Knight, because she does have the same blood that Luke Skywalker does. Now, she can't do the same things he can do because, shocker, we used to actually need training and things like that in the Force to progress your abilities. It's not going to change your Force potential, but you do still need to practice and get better and learn how to use these techniques and perfect them, things like that. So you do see a very powerful Leia, and it's something that I don't think we're going to get the same reward from in this. We saw her have flashes of being sensitive when people died in Force Awakens. We saw the random Mary Poppins moment in The Last Jedi that was a joke. And we'll see what happens in this one. But I can almost guarantee you that for me, it won't be as rewarding as her journey was in the expanded universe. So watching this just makes me want to get back to that. Now, as far as whether this is Rey's lightsaber, whether this is her lightsaber, I guess we'll see. We'll find out. There are a lot of things in the leaks. For instance, we know that Kylo ends up taking up a weapon probably this weapon, maybe, and using it in a fight at the end against Emperor Palpatine. That's what we've heard from the leaks. Again, I did a spoiler warning earlier, so I hope you listen to that. And then he dies, and Rey picks both lightsabers up. One that she finds on Ahch-To, from what we understand, and this one, and fights the Emperor with both at the end. But I didn't want to focus too much on the Rise of Skywalker trailer because honestly, it really just reminded me of all the expanded universe stuff that I want to read more about again. I want to do those rereads because it's so much more engaging than this. But I wanted you guys to get a look at this new TV spot, and get a look at Leia holding that lightsaber for the first time that we've seen, at least that I can remember that we've seen. But what do you guys think? Are you interested in what she's doing with this lightsaber? If she's going to do anything with it, where it's going to go in the sequel trilogy as far as this last movie is concerned? Or are you interested in hearing more about the expanded universe Leia and what I think was a much better way of storytelling, much better way to honor her and other legacy characters' legacy, what we got in the expanded universe? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share the video around, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.